right, day 3 of the teardown. It's a little bit after lunch. I hadn't been able to concentrate on much today because normal shop things have to happen first before fun projects like this. So here's what we got going on. So while this 5th gen over here is getting a full suspension, wheels and tires, and a body mount chop, this thing has been getting tore down a little bit more this afternoon. So I'll show you guys underneath what's going on here. We have got everything disconnected from the frame that needs to be disconnected. Evap canister that usually attaches to the body, it is now hanging down. That includes all the wiring from under here, the fuel filler, all the evap canister lines are now hanging off the body because we're going to keep that because I don't want any check engine lights. All that's done. We've got the e-brakes pulled down, parking cables completely off, fuel lines and all its hangers are off the body all the way up, with including the brake lines. Yeah, we're there. Gotta fix that leaky diff, but yeah, everything is done, ready to go up. We're pretty much waiting on a body to go in the air. So let me drop this thing down and show you what we have on top side. All right, for the inside, we got the shifter out, e-brake out. There's the pedal assembly. I was thinking I'd keep the e-brake while we had the Toyota axle, but as soon as we go 1-ton rear, e-brake's not gonna work. Why bother with the time? Dash bar got it out this morning, as well as the brake master cylinder loose. So there's the dash bar. That thing's gonna save a ton of time not having to make brackets and stuff to hold all that stuff. And then for the engine bay, we've got the power steering pump reservoir up and over. Like I said, master cylinder is done. My plan was to take the master cylinders, bend the lines up gently so it was sitting up here. Just can't be done. So I just cut a hole in the body. Just cut the whole fender well out. So now when the body comes up, it'll just pass right by it. Super simple. Got that unplugged, like I said before, and got the bolts on the bottom of the rear bumper undone so it'll bend past the frame as it comes up. We are minutes away from raising this thing. And let's lift this thing off. Hopefully we don't break anything or miss anything. I just checked again for the 4th time to make sure all the electrical connections and anything touching body and frame has been separated. So let's take some body mount bolts off and lift her up. Hey Jill, now is the time to take the body off. Now we can see what's going on more. So obviously got hit there. Frame sweeps over. It's just not, it's hard to tell on camera, but it's, this side's bent in. So, but the frame, very clean considering it came from the mountains where tons of salt and snow during the, yeah. It's like that's the worst part I see, but that's gonna get cut off anyways, roughly there. So, yeah. Really happy with this. Now we get to drop the body down, cut the firewall out so we can reuse the firewall. Go from there. So I put purple power in the foam cannon, just hit the entire frame, and look what is coming off there. Oh yeah, clean the frame up good. No one likes to work on anything dirty. So I got the body out on a pallet. Took the transmission tunnel and the firewall so I can hopefully use those in the buggy. This thing's ready to get pushed back in. We're just sweeping up. That'll be it. All right, guys. That's a pretty decent video for the day. It's like 4:30 here, so we're cleaning up, getting ready to lock it up. I think that's gonna be it for the rest of the week on the work on this thing. Waiting on parts. So share this thing, guys, with the companies you like that they might want to work with us here. Still in need of a suspension kit. Let's see what else we need. We need some skid plates, long travel kit for the front. I've got wheels and tires locked down. Seat company, if you know one. I think it's about it. I mean, obviously there's more, but I think that'll get us going for a little bit. So, yep, enjoy these last few photos and see you guys later. Alright, so the harness and everything back up in. We've got the dash bar just welded to 2 posts just to organize everything. Unfortunately, the starter has decided it doesn't want to work right now, so that sucks. It's just clicking along. Typical starter went out, so horrible bad timing on that. But Jill's already got her seat. But yeah, got all the computers and everything. It looks like a complete mess right now. But we have to cut like 7/8 of this harness out because we do not need it all. I'd say half a day of work so far to get the harness laid back out, the dash in place, and steering hooked up and all that. But it's almost there. It turns over. It just doesn't. It's the starters just clicking. Plenty of power on the battery. Let's do that. We'll just pull the intake manifold up. Probably needs to do intake manifold gaskets at the same time. It definitely needs a valve cover gasket on the driver's side. It's got a little leak in the rear. Oxygen sensor needs to get done, but yeah, harness is laid out. Now, once we get the starter fixed and all the oil leaks done, we can turn it on and start cutting wires. And if it shuts off or doesn't start, that's not the wire to cut, put it back. Just cut everything we can out of it just to get it to run. I'm not worried about the ABS, the VSC, or anything like that, because all that's going to go away. Even the 4-wheel drive control module, don't need that with the transfer case we're putting in. So yeah, the only thing that's still concerning me is the that aftermarket alarm in there, and there's also the factory immobilizer, so I gotta flirt around disaster with that. So yeah, let me show you guys some pictures and videos of going around, and we'll leave it there. See you guys. Well, found the problem why it wasn't starting. The main ground there has a short in it somewhere, so causing electrical issues. But now she runs. So we have a running and driving frame. Can't leave it running long because I've got no coolant in it, but she sounds good. There's no ticks. It's awesome. What do you think?